Hello learners, today in this video we are going to learn 8th standard science chapter number 5 inside the atom. We have seen Rutherford's nuclear atomic model and Bohr's stable atomic model. So in this session we will focus on the topic atomic structure. Before we get started, let's take a look at the agenda. In this session, the first module is atomic structure, where we will acquaint ourselves with nucleus and the extranuclear part and three types of subatomic particles, followed by the next module, distribution of electrons. In this session, we will get familiar with vocabulary words like protons, neutrons and electrons and shell. Let's talk about the structure of an atom, that is atomic structure. Atoms are the fundamental building blocks of chemistry. An atom is formed from the nucleus and the extranuclear part. Atomic structure refer to the structure of an atom comprising a nucleus which is present at the center of the atom, in which protons, which carries positive charge, and neutrons, neutral means carries no charge, are present. The negative charge particles called electrons revolve around the center of the nucleus. That is, atom contains three types of subatomic particles, that is protons, neutrons and electrons. Let's discuss about nucleus. The atomic nucleus is positive charge. Almost entire mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. The nucleus contains two types of subatomic particles, together called nucleons. Protons and neutrons are the two types of nucleons. Protons is a positively charged subatomic particle in the atomic nucleus. The positive charge on the nucleus is due to the proton in it. A proton is represented by the symbol P. Each proton carries a positive charge of 1 electron. 1 electron carries charge which is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Neutron. Neutron is an electrically neutral subatomic particle, means carries no charge on it, and it is denoted by the symbol small n. The number of neutrons in the nucleus is denoted by capital N. Let's discuss about extranuclear part. The extranuclear part in the atomic structure includes electrons revolving around the nucleus and the empty space in between the nucleus and the electron. Electron is a negatively charged subatomic particle and it is denoted by the symbol E. Each electron carries 1 unit of negative charge. This is all about atomic structure. Now, let's see why atom is electrically neutral. The number of electrons in the extranuclear part is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus. As electron carries negative charge and proton carries positive charge, therefore electrical charges are balanced and the atom is electrically neutral. To understand this concept, let's consider example of carbon. Carbon, symbolically denoted as C612. Number of protons in carbon is 6 and number of electrons is 6. As number of electrons is equal to the number of protons in the nucleus, electrical charge get balance and carbon atom is electrically neutral. As per Bohr's atomic model, electrons revolve in stable shell. These shells have a definite energy. The shell nearest to the nucleus is called the first cell. The next cell is called the second cell. A symbol small n is used for the ordinal number of a cell. This picture shows maximum number of electrons in different shells. These shells are referred by the symbol K, L, M, N, corresponding to the ordinal numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. The maximum number of electrons a cell can contain is obtained by the formula 2 into n raised to 2. As the magnitude of n increases, the energy of an electron in that shell increases. Let's find out the maximum number of electrons in K shell using the formula. Here, for K shell, n is equal to 1. By putting value of n in the formula, we will get number of electrons 2. For L cell, n is equal to 2. So, number of electrons are 8. In this way, we find out number of electrons in particular cell. This way, we find out maximum number of electrons in shell. In K shell, 2 electrons. L shell carries 8 electrons. M shell having 18 electrons and so on. There is a similarity in the atomic structure and solar system. The planet revolves around the sun due to the gravitational force. Then, which force might be acting in the atomic structure? The strong nuclear force acting in the atomic structure. So, let's summarize what we have learned in this session. Students got familiar with atomic structure, nucleus and the extranuclear part, and 3 types of subatomic particles, and shell-wise distribution of electrons. This is all for today's session. Thank you.